どこまであいつの話に乗ってどこまであいつの話を無視するかやな。
When Stanley came to a set of two open
左の
doors,
ドア入
he
るか。じゃ
entered the door on his
あ入り
left.
ましたよ。そして
Yet there was not a single person here either.
誰一人もい
Feeling
ま
a
せんよね。
wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
お上司のオフィスのとこ行くと
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked
下に行ってみる
upstairs
か。
to his
下に行ってみ
boss's
る。
office.
下に。あえて下の階。やばいな、赤い色になってくよ。こっちか。暗っ。
But Stanley just couldn't do it.
スターリー
He
にはそれがで
considered
き
the
ないです。
possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during
おそう
work
だ。
hours. He
クビ
might
に
be
はなりたくない
fired
ぞ、
for
俺も。
that. And in such a competitive economy,
仕事を
why
ク
had
ビ
he
にされた
taken
くは
that
ない。
risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy.
あれ
And then something
ループしてな
occurred
い
to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to
ループしてね。
himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any
なかなか
logical
外に出られない
sense. And as Stanley
あれ
pondered this,
同
he
じとこ
began
ル
to
ープ
make
してない
other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he
お
looked
自分の
down?
足が見えない
Why did doors close
そうそう
automatically
勝手に閉まる
behind
よ
him
ね
wherever
ドア
he
勝手に閉ま
went?
る俺言うた
And
最
for
初
that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they
そうそう
simply
そう同じ部屋行ったり来たりしてるよ
No,
ね
Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found
い
the
やお
word
かしい
for
よ
it.
ね同じような
I'm
道だよ
dreaming!
夢夢を見ている
This is all a
お
dream.
全部夢なんだと
What a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to
勝手
lose
に
his
しまってるわやっ
job.
ぱ
He wasn't
なん
crazy
で
after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So he
いや永遠とルー
imagined
プしてるわ
himself flying and began to gently float
あら
above the ground.
浮いた浮いた
Then
浮い
he
た浮いた
imagined
痛い痛い
himself
扉当たる
soaring
扉
through
当たる
space on a magical star field, and it too appeared. It was so
なん
much
か
fun. And Stanley
宇宙が
marveled that he had still not
出だ
woken
す
up.
宇宙が出だす
How was
焦
he
る焦る
remaining
暗い
so
暗い
lucid?
暗い暗い
And then perhaps the strangest question of them all
Oh.
entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked
驚くほ
himself
どの疑問
sooner.
がか
Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was
行動
describing
が読まれてる
itself
よね
being
さっきから
considered
ね
by
俺の行動
Stanley,
が読
who
まれてる
found
よ
it
ね
particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would
白熱し
prove
だし
it.
た
He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream.
おう
So he closed his eyes gently,
目覚めよ
and
う
he
とした
invited himself to wake up.
ああ寝ちゃ
He
う寝
felt
ちゃう
the cool weight of
寝
the
ちゃった
blanket
よ
on his skin,
スタン
the
リーさん寝
press
ちゃっ
of the
た
mattress on his back, the
乗せ
fresh
乗
air
せられ
of
て
the
る乗せられ
world
てる
outside this
また
one.
ナレーションに乗せられてるっ
Let
て
me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
すごい楽天的な考え方
I
ですね
am okay.
またもだ I am okay 目覚めたら 変わらず。
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
おお、なんで消えた？終わりか。
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
まだ終わってない、まだ終わってない。
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
無視されたってことやん。無視せんといてよってな。戻ってきちゃったよ、戻ってきちゃったよ。俺どうしたらええの？やっぱり上司のとこ行くしかないの？
All of his co-workers were gone. When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
左に行って、そして階段上に上がるんだよね。まだか。階段はまだでした。
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
そして上司のとこに行って、
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
そうだよ、俺は早く終わりしたいんだよ、ここは。一回クリアしたとこだから。
So he relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age music.
落ち着いたニューエイジミュージックがかかり始めましたけれども、早く開けてください。早く開けて。もてあそばれとるで、俺本当に。
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
開きましたね。ドアが開きました。やっぱりね、ニューエイジミュージックがかかった時にはちょっとびっくりしたけど。さあ、エレベーターで降りていくか。降りていきます。
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
エスケープしちゃったんだよね、ここで。ここでね、まっすぐ進みましたって言うから、嫌だっつってこっち行っちゃったけど、マインドコントロールファクトリー行ってみよう。なんかやばそうな感じがするな。やばそうな感じがありとするけど。
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
秘密が隠されてんの？ 秘密が隠されてるみたいですよ。どうするどうする？とりあえず次の場所へ。なんだ？ボタンはそこ1個だけか。押してみる？これ何もないね。何もない。なぜかキーボードを叩く音だけがする。いや、俺確かにキーボード押してんだけど。押しちゃった。押しちゃった。
Stanley's co-workers, the lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
自由などないね。あ、まだいける。さらに移動していくか。しゃがみながら行くか。そこまで慎重せんでいい？さあ、またボタンがあるぞ。
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe it couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
行った方がいい？行ってみる？なんすかこれ。
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
コントロールのすべて。ん？これでもオフラインやで。お、なんかある。なんか押しちゃった。押しちゃったけど。あら、これはなんだ？ほら、光り輝く赤いやつ。なんでしょう、これ。何されんの今度。何よ。ここ何よ。あ、開かない。さらに先へ進めるようになってんのか？こっちか。あったね。こっちですか？ 5 番。押してみると？押してみても押してみたところでマインドコントロールインプット。どういうことだ？俺は直訳できねえぞ。そんな簡単に。
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
終止符打っちゃう？いや、俺は終止符打たなくていいと思うんだよ。オン。
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
また死へ向かいかねんな。努力したぞ。
But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better.
わかった。物語をもっと良くしてやろう。力あるぞ、俺は。俺は力あるぞ。任せろ、任せろ。焦り出すね。焦り出す。DNA 認証。核爆発？建物破壊？それどころじゃないでしょ、そんな。なんてことだ。まあ2分と。まあとりあえず2分。
Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires.
2分しか楽しめないのこの物語。また2分で戻されるのあの世界に。マジかよ。
Mere moments until the bomb goes off.
その1分1秒が貴重なんでしょう。
Each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going.
お、なんかボタンあると。ボタンある。
I barely know where to start.
押せない。3番押せない。
You'd like to know where your co-workers are?
開かない。
A moment of solace before you're obliterated.
開かないっす。
All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them.
押せる。
I erased
押せるけど。
I turned off the machine. I set you free.
押せるけどどうしたらいい
Of
の
course, that was merely in
から押
this
していくの
instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever,
1
pushing
番
buttons
から押してい
endlessly
く
and
感
then
じか。
dying alone.
1番から押していけばいい
I
か
let the
な。
office sink into the ground,
どういうことや。
swallowing everyone
1番どこ
inside,
よ。
or I let it burn to a crisp.
この上は何番？
I have to say this though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control
4番。
wrested away from you, it's quite
4番
rich.
じゃないでし
You
ょう。
must hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm
1番。
enjoying this so
1
much.
番があった。
You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some
1番があ
extra
って、
time on
2
the
番がある。
clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on
閉まった
trees.
開いた。閉まった。
Oh dear me, what's the matter,
ドア
Stanley?
が閉まった。
Is
1
it that
番、
you
2
have no
番。
idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was
3番。
capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you.
タイムまだ1分半もあ
Running
る。
from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Or everything, anything, something here will save me.
4番。
Why would you think that,
5番押せばいい
Stanley?
かな。
That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any
7秒しかない。
idea what your purpose in this place is?
1分7秒しかないで。
Stanley.
おお、モ
You're
テ遊
in
ば
for
されて
quite
る
a
な。
disappointment.
モテ遊ぶな
But
俺
here's
を。
a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst
君
to
が
keep
死
the
ぬまでの
action
秒数。
moving along. It's just seconds ticking
1から
away.
5番全部押したけど順番通り。
You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble.
ん
This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy.
なんだ
You wanted
1番
to control
1番押せ
this
みたいな
world,
ことか
that's
な。
fine. But I'm going to
1番
destroy
押せっ
it
てことか。
first. So you
このモニターに映ってんのは。
take a look at the
1番
clock.
押したよ。
That's 30 seconds you have left to
おいで。
struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces.
グッバイっつって出て
Will
る
you。cling desperately to your
え
frail life?
グ
Or
ッ
will
バ
you
イ
let it
エン
go
プロイ
peacefully?
427ってなってる。
Another choice.
もう13秒しかな
Make
い。
it count.
許して許して物語乗らなかったの許して
And believe me, I will be laughing at
許
every
して
second of your
なんかボタンあったボタンあった
inevitable
ボタンあったけど
moment
ボタンあったけど
when you
2秒しかない2秒しかない1秒あ終わるあ終わった終わったマジかロード入ったエンドイズネバーエンドイズネバーってずっとついてるロードすっげえ長い何止まった止まっちったあ、じゃあ動いてちょっとずつ動いてる